Hi, I want to show you some components, my selection for Funcub XL. Actually, my selection is not right way, this is more wrong way than right, because I use almost completely different components than recommended by Multiplex. Why? Because I want to select cheap or cheaper components, because if you will buy a kit version and you will select normal priced components with higher price, you are very easy on same or higher price than R version. So my opinion is kit version is for me way for cheaper version of this airplane. So I use many components which have a big advantage for me. They are at home in my home supplies. For example, this servo, Corona CS239HV, high voltage servo, flat wing servo. I use this servo in many airplanes. You must check each servo, then you put in your airplane, and I use maybe 20 these servos in different airplanes without any problem. Problem can be or could be if you use this servo on really high voltage, on 2 full charged LiPo battery. It means 8.4 volts. It is hot really quick, but if you use it on a standard voltage or high voltage, but high voltage from 2 LiPo battery, it is LiPo battery with lower voltage of full charged battery, it is okay. Metal gear, nothing special. Again, main advantage for me, I have these servos at home. I will use this servo on ailerons and on tail. On tail, parameters of this servo, torque is 4.6 kilograms per centimeter. This is actually not true. I think these values are Chinese kilograms, but 3 or 3.5 on 6 volts you can have on these servos. So it is, I think, enough for Funcub XL, and I will not fly with Funcub XL any further flying, so I don't need any super speed and super strong servos. And for normal flying and normal fun, these servos will be enough for tail, for elevator and for rudder. A big advantage of this servo in comparison with recommended high-tech is weight. This servos is 10 grams less than recommended high-tech. It means 10 grams on one servo, it means 20 grams on both servos. Scale between about center of gravity, scale about nose and tail is about 1 to 3, so 20 grams on tail, it means 50 or 60 grams on the nose for right center of gravity. So save of 20 grams on these two servos on tail means 70 or 80 grams save of complete weight of airplane. I hope it's clear. Of course, this servos has sorry, I don't know, have different sizes, different dimensions than recommended servo high-tech. So you must, or I must just come with that and modify space for the servo. I think it's not logical, because big advantage of this material of foam wings, etc., foam airplanes, is that You can easily add or remove material if you want to use different servos and other components. So I will use it on for ailerons, and you can see it is almost on. So I will only remove this small consoles parts on sides of servo, and I will make some distance for right high of servo, and it will be okay. About servos for flaps, I select one really huge servo with standard size. I like this servo very much. This is really cheap Hobby King HK 15138, and in previous versions this servo was in orange color, now are grey. Why I like this servo? This servo is very cheap and very robust and stable, and okay, a little bit slow, but this is just old horse between the servos. Yes, I use the servos really much, really many, and every servos was without any problems. What is really interesting is that this servo is actually a copy of known Futaba servo, Futaba S3003, but price is about 30%. Price of this, okay, a little bit slow, but no probleming servo, is about $3 per one servo. Yes, just standard size, standard parameters, standard quality servo without any surprise. Yes, this servo is too big for flaps, but I think if I will cut these parts again, I think it could work. And because on flaps I like really huge and strong servos, because if your airplane is going nose down on high speed and you will put big huge flaps on a big angle, it is really big work for servo on flap. So I like strong flaps, strong servos on flaps. So you can see a really bigger servo, but I think it will be without any problems, because I have here space, because space for tube is here, and I have more space beside. But if will be problem here, especially with thickness or height of servo, I will maybe use a different servos, but I won't try this. Yes, so yes, this is really non-standard way, really not standard servo, but I won't try it. Why not? $3 for this nice servo. No, nice. Normal standard servo. This is really standard servo. About speed regulator. Rotor star. This is, I think, same like YEP regulators. Nice and strong speed regulator. Programmable, I think, with YEP programming cards, with really many parameters. But what is important for us, or for me, is 60 amps between 2 and 6 cells, 60 amps, for 10 seconds 80 amps, it means it's really enough for my flying. And what is most important parameter, 6 amps BEC, 5.5 volts, yes, 6 amps switching switching BEC. So I think it could be. Again, I use this speed regulator in some other airplanes without any problems, and I like on it huge 3 amps switching BEC, because for example Plush, Turnigy Plush, other way nice speed regulators, 60 amps Turnigy Plus has only 3 amps BEC. It had this rotor star has 6 amps BEC. So speed regulator. And now motor. I want to use a heavy motor on this airplane. 400 grams. Why 400 grams? So for lighter airplanes, because if you put more weight on a nose in front, how you can, front position how you can, heavy motor on the nose means lighter airplane. And this motor is really huge. It's from Czech company Satria, and it is actually a Chinese motor, but it is motor by DYC company. You can see this motor is really strong, has a really strong magnet. It is almost like any problem inside motor. This is really hard and really heavy motor and really big. But how you can see, I can use it without any problems. Yes, it will be okay. And of course I must make here a bigger hole for this metal part. This motor is really strong and huge, and I must make some reinforcement on this part for this strong motor. But about parameters, 430 kV, and price is actually same like, for example, Turnigy SK3 or NTM in same size, and about 1/4 or 30% price of any Axi or any other high mark motors. I like these DYC motors because they are really really nice motors. Of course it is Chinese motor, but manufactured in China under control, quality control and production control by Czech company Satria. So it will be for me interesting and very interesting for me how this motor will fit in the Funcub. If some elapor will in space for this motor, I will just cut it around. I think it's clear. So I think that's all. So again, my way about components is really actually wrong, but why not? It does make this game for me more interesting. And one important thing, 430 kV, and recommendation by Satria, by seller of this motor, recommendation propeller for this motor for 6th cell is 15/8 inches, and this propeller is inside a kit with Funcub XL. So thank you for watching, have a nice day, and again, this way is wrong, and be really careful about use the components on your Funcub XL. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.